I've got everything they need. The charm, the skill, the strength, not to mention the height, which the ladies love. I've got to smash the... What is that? I can see a peculiar-looking figure not too far in the distance near my flat. They had a cloak as dark as an oink's. The cloak they wore was just covering their eyes, but I could make out their sinister grimace. It sent a spark of adrenaline into the pit of my stomach as I watched their smile get bigger as they turned towards me. I can't go out like this. I wiped the bead of my sweat dripping down my forehead. I decided to sneak a quick glance behind me, and to my horror, the figure was hastily walking towards my apartment, getting closer and closer. Once I reached my flat, I was so exhausted from running, I thought I couldn't possibly make it up the stairs to the top floor. The only option left was the lift. My eyes darted nervously towards its big metal doors, and it instantly made me feel small. My heart started to beat faster as the thought of being inside that metal box. I could see the figure in my peripheral vision almost at the entrance to the apartment. So I decided to bolt into the lift. I spammed the number 23, just wanting this part of the night to be over with. As the doors finally started to close, I could see the figure just outside the entrance door. All I could see was that smile. I scrunched my face as the lift started to move ever so slowly upwards. All I want is just to sleep. I just need sleep. I decided to watch the numbers go up as I felt uneasy in such an enclosed space. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I closed my eyes, trying to convince myself I wasn't seeing the numbers stay the same. I rubbed my eyes and blinked again, and the number was still stuck in place. I started to feel dizzy, and my breathing quickened. My legs became like jelly, and I slowly sank to the floor, pressing the emergency bell till my hands were numb. Hello? Hello? Please, help me. I can't do this. I was struggling to breathe, so I paused for a moment to collect my thoughts. Please, help me. I'm trapped in the lift. I'm claustrophobic. I can't do this. I have a game tomorrow. I just want to get to my house, man. The voice speaking to me was a friendly woman. She asked me my address and what floor I was on, and I gave her all the details. The very thought of being in this metal box scared me even more than that creepy figure grimace. Please hurry. I don't want to die. I closed my eyes tightly. I could hear the bounce of the ball, the screech of my Jordans against the court floor, the crowd cheering my name. My happy little bubble comes to an end when the friendly woman says that emergency services are on the way. I decided to start asking the ladies some general questions to distract me. After what feels like hours, I feel the lift jolts with such force I fall forward onto my hands. Fear instantly wraps around me like a foul smell that just won't go away. The lift starts to move up. Oh, thank God, thank you. I proceed to stand and speak into the intercom. The lift is now back in order and the call is disconnected. 21, 22, 23. The doors finally open. As I hear the sounds of the lift door open, I bust through the door and stagger towards the wall, grateful for the open space around me. I walk down the corridor to my left, keys jangling in my hand. The figure I saw outside was now standing a few feet away from me. However, this time I could see it clearly. He was slim, abnormally frail, and bony. Their eyes were a deep shade of yellow, almost dirty looking. Their skin was ripped and peeled with bites of congealed blood spread across their face. Their hands were long and frail, and their fingernails covered like daggers out for its next victim. It was drenched in blood, and it weren't mine. I took a step back. The figure took one forward. I took another step back, and the figure lunged towards me. I sprint down the corridor. The only thing going through my head was to get back in the lift. I was too far from the stairs. My blood coursed with heat as I ran. Once I reached the lift, I tried to press all the buttons at once, banging them with such force, the hollow sound of metal echoed across the corridor. Moments later, the figure appeared in front of the opening. Its sinister smile grew bigger as its eyes widened at me. I knew I was going to die. I backed up into the corner of the elevator and started to scream for help, hoping it would wake someone up, but it was hopeless. My legs went weak and I scrunched myself into a ball. The figure proceeded to step inside the lift. In a swift movement, before I could even think, please, no, please. Although I pleaded, I could feel the figure's fingers rip into my flesh. I could feel my skin tearing like a plastic bag. A pool of dark blood started to fall out of me like a faucet. Ah! The figure lacerates me all over, stabbing and cutting me again and again. My eyes start to feel heavy as tears mixed with blood starts to fall down my face, no longer recognizable from my wounds. I just wanted to go to my game. The elevator door closes and starts to go down. My vision becomes blurred. My body goes limp as my head hits the floor. It was standing over me,